How to make a drop-down menu on the Wix website 2026. So you want your Wix website to look more professional and easier to navigate. In this video, I will show you how to create a drop-down menu on your Wix website step by step, even as a complete beginner. All right, so we're going to be covering how to add pages, organize your menu, create sub-pages, and customize your navigation menu properly. You may be wondering, what is a drop-down menu? Before we start, let's quickly understand what a drop-down menu actually is and how it functions. So a drop-down menu is when you hover over or click a menu item and additional pages appear underneath, like so. This is a menu, and then these are drop-down menus, as you can see here. Things like these are drop-down menus here. All right, so this helps keep your website organized and much cleaner. So in order to achieve this level of cleanness, in order to have features that look like this, all we need to do is simply open up our Wix editor. So once you've logged into your Wix account on your website, just simply head over to Design Site and click on this option. Once you do, it's going to open up the Wix editor. And once the Wix editor opens, you'll see your website workspace. Now, all you need to do is simply open up menus and the page section. So click on pages and menu here. Once you have, this is where you see all the website pages that are being managed. From the site menu here, you see your home page, your portfolio, services, your about, your contacts, your events, and your shop. All right, so all we need to do is simply create the main menu page. So all you need to do is just go ahead and add a new page. To do this, scroll to the bottom and click on Add New Page. And then we're going to be selecting a page we want to add, which in this case would be a service page. So you could either add a blank page or you could add a services. So I'm going to be just going ahead to select one of the already pre-built services. Let's just simply go with any of them. You could either preview the page so you understand what you're getting, or just go ahead and click on add. So I'm going to go with a classic here, and now I'm going to begin creating and adding that page to my website. All right, so once the page has been added, you can now create the pages you want inside of the drop down. So let's say you want more pages attached to your services. You could just simply click on add a new page and then click on add blank page. So you can go ahead and add a blank page in your page builder. It's going to be here, and then you can name it. So let's say something like, we could have self-serve, and then click on done. And then you could now click on add new page again. And now you could go with either another services page or a projects page or any kind of page that can be included into a main page. So you could have either something like side by side and just click on add a page. Now it's going to go ahead and add this pre-built template onto your pages menu. And then once you're done, click on done. Now, all you need to do is simply turn those pages into drop-down items. So these are going to be going under our services. So you could try the usual drag and attach, but that might not work. So what you're going to do here is click on the page here and then click on the three dots and then select sub page. So it's going to be a sub page to the services menu here. And for projects, you could do the same by clicking on the drop down and just moving it straight. So it's going to be a drop down for services. And once it's been indented, they automatically become your drop down items. Now you can just see it as services with self-serve and projects. And then once you're done, you could now go ahead and click on preview to simply preview what you've built so far. So now if you head over to services, you can see self-serve and the projects. And when you click on them, they lead you to either blank pages or pages with already existing projects. So you can see the projects that were done here, though there are a few templates. It's a template basically, but you can edit parts of it. All right, and once you're done, just head back to the editor. All right, and now we have to customize the pages. So in order to customize your page, all you need to do is just locate the page you'd like to customize, head into the pages menu here, and you could simply find a page you'd like to edit. So let's say I want to edit my projects. All I need to do is click on it and it's going to showcase here. And then once you're on the projects page, just simply scroll through and then simply click on different elements inside of the page. So you can edit pieces of text here. You could, let's say I just want to change this from project name to something else. Let's say I want this to say football, and then you can simply increase the font size or reduce the font size of that section. You can even underline it if you want, just simply highlight it and then underline. You could also increase the pixel size, and then if you scroll through, you can click on effects here to add an effect to it. So we could have different kinds of effects added, such as this one or even this. We could have this added. And yeah, now we have worked on the font. We can also work on the colors by just double clicking on it. And then once you scroll through, there should be an option here to simply change the colors of your text. So you could change the font type from whatever it wants to Anton. So we could have it on Anton. And in order to change the color, just simply click on color here, and you can select a color you want for your text. Once you've added the color, you could simply proceed with editing the rest of the projects. So you could just use the Control key and C to copy this and paste it across the entire project. That way you get to edit everything at the same time. All right, and once you're done, you can now simply check how it looks on mobile by clicking on switch to mobile. So just go ahead and click on this option here, and it's going to switch everything to mobile. And now you can see how different it looks on mobile. So let's go ahead and skip this and simply scroll through. So you could simply scroll through, and now you can see an obvious difference when it's set to mobile. You could have different elements misplaced, so you can just simply adjust them and place them where they need to be. All right, and that's it, guys. That's how you can go about adding a submenu. Comment down below if you have any questions. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Thank you.